I didn't realize it was going to trigger something.
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Oh, he knows me from the mask. Right.
Werner, I see you
Why are you using
not
my name?
yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself.
And do you
have
really
not?
think any of this appeals to Sherlock?
You would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected.
This doesn't exactly seem like you're seeing
I'm
though,
less
Sherlock.
confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course. Something to smoke. Or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual. A potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
Are Vogel's glasses an affectation? Because he's not wearing them now, and I dare say he can see quite well. That'd be pointless, be reckless, pointless.
My mind already operates at a far higher level than most. I struggle to believe anything could improve it. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
I feel like he's trying to drug me. I'd rather take it for study.
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then well, perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock. Very good. And
Are you
now,
setting me up
our
for something?
evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock.
Is he
My
trying to-
mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
I feel like he's setting me up to take some kind of fall. I don't know why. Alright. Great chat. Oh, we're not supposed to see into those places. Scandalous things are occurring there. Okay, there's a lot of people just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. You having fun there, John? Glad you are. Just the front. Yes, this must be the front room. Alright, so where is this altar room?
Do you know what was
Ah.
here before Manchiosa's family?
Find out the eerie history of the mansion. Ancestral home. Oh. Fraud? Magic circle? Call this architect mysterious disappearance. Okay. Almost ran out of time. Yellow Press. Before Mencios's family, the mansion was owned by an occultist architect. He dedicated his life to conducting a powerful ritual from the Forgotten Tome, but the ordinary magic circles proved too weak for it. That was why he built his mansion. A keen eye might notice its shapes correspond with certain magic symbols, and some walls have cavities. One day the architect simply disappeared. An ash stain on the floor was all that remained. Perhaps he was successful in his endeavour.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry.
I'm working
One
on
more
it.
piece, and I can expose. Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack, despite being ethereal.
Yeah, good point. Are there any more conversations I can overhear? Because I'm short some information. Okay, that must be the altar room. But I'm going to try and see if there's some more conversation I can listen to. I don't know where else I'm getting this evidence from. No, I can't overhear any of these conversations. Okay, I don't really know what else you want of me, John. This is lovely. Oh my, is someone dead? Oh, and I'm the only one who can make him talk. I see what you mean now, Vogel.
My God,
Ritual sacrifice.
was he here this whole time?
This is taking an interesting turn. Okay, so this must be Fabio. Let me check the environment first before I check Fabio. Although there's another room, so...
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger.
Is the ritual dagger supposed to remain impaled in his chest?
This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly.
Why would that smell mouse-like? Okay, what about these symbols on the ground? Zero relevance, zero relevance. Poor Fabio. We better not get caught here. Tattoo covers a mark. Slave
This
branding.
crude tattoo partially covers a slave branding. A blunt-force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage.
So he may have died of that anyway. Eventually. Oh yeah, sure. Let's just handle
This
it.
golden handle has a bloodstain on it.
I don't think we should be touching this.
The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance.
Well, it's ritualistic, isn't it?
This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood. The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it.
What else am I missing? Flower? No? On the wall? Nope.
The wound is deep.
Ah,
A
the
precise
wound
strike
itself.
reached the heart. He died right here.
Ooh, we're doing Mind Palace things. I need to talk to somebody. Vogel? Fabio was killed in a ritual murder. During a cult ritual. Okay, well.
The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars. This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus, drawn in a hurry.
Okay, so there is a door here. Well, I mean, this is other room here first. Yep, be right with you, Vogel. Patience is virtue. Oh, hold on, there's blood here. We not paying attention to the blood on the wall? Okay.
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion. An open wound spoiled the carpet. Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
Browning crop.
Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
I know, right? Smoking lounge. Around the pillow, Sherlock. And this brings us to a door that probably goes the exact same way. Yep, it does. Dressing room.
The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it. Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
So someone washed up after the incident. Although, it was either one who was coshed in the head with the, no, the other dude was coshed in
Identical
the
to
head.
the robes the guests are wearing.
Alright.
This is a different ritual.
Ritual scenario. I found a scenario of some sort of ritual with a remark written at the beginning. It says, read and rehearse this rite. Mencios. The naked woman lies on the altar on a bed of flowers, symbolizing Mother Gaia. The one who leads the ritual oils the body of the woman to awaken her inner fertility. Participants should chant at this moment and call for the man who can please Mother Gaia. Then the man who will impersonate the principle of life may come to engage in sexual congress with her. Wow. Okay, so the Fabio was not meant to be the ritual. It was not meant to be ritual sacrifice. There was meant to be sexual acts occurring upon that ritual, that altar. And someone just took advantage of killing somebody to make it look like it was part of the occult scene.
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal.
Mantios's note. Don't ignore the guests, Matista. And don't stop boring them. They don't want to hear about your stupidities. They want to feel how beautiful they are, how generous you can be towards them. You are here to please and celebrate life. Remember, each guest paid a great deal to be with you. Mantios. Oh, she's supposed to be the lady.
Accept such behaviour?
Was Fabio supposed to be the one pleasuring Matista? Or
Props,
something like that.
decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
For my Fabio.
Handcrafted and
Mantios.
luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio. Manchos.
Was he into men? Did he like both genders? What's that about? I can't take the other key.
Would you recognise me in one of these? I suppose not.
What am I missing? What am I... Oh, there was something here. Why did you suddenly go yellow? Why are you yellow all of a sudden and now you're not? I don't know what you want of me. You won't take the key. The brush? It is the key. God, particular much? F.
The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me.
I've seen nothing noted as F though.
The capital F on the key fob might refer to
Oh,
Fabio.
okay, well, that would make sense. Performance preparation tables. Oh god. There's a lot happening here. Oh, we need to go back to the smoking lounge. Ah, the blonde robes.
Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
Old wardrobe. Alright, well, let's go back to the smoking lounge. Oh, here. The handprint. I already noticed the handprint. You just wouldn't let me notice it earlier.
A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. A bloody handprint. The wounded person was here for some time. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
Okay. I think we're now going to... I keep pressing that button. Chat to Vogel, because I don't think there's anything else I have. Alright, Vogel. It's an absolute clusterfuck. Why did you know that this was here, by the way? He's got his glasses on now.
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts, but I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind
Oh,
won't
that's
remain
why you
itself
wanted me to
going
come
forward.
immediately.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner.
About nights like these.
What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere, often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to
I don't
judge?
want to hear
I
that.
suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death.
Who is Mr. Manchios?
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you find the body?
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire
Oh.
further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Huh, who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were
Filling time?
waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts.
Where did he go?
Overindulged, perhaps.
Did you know the victim?
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
Okay, well, tell me about the ritual.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out of the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin?
Probably is.
It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks.
You can't
The
see my
fertility
cheeks, buddy.
rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can
Where
you tell
is
me
she?
anything about
Is she
her?
the one who did it,
Oh
by the
yes,
way?
Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
And you don't find that suspicious? Maybe she got sick of copulating with Fabio. Was the room open?
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key.
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked.
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
So I think we've got two options. Either Matista did it herself because she was sick of it all, or somebody was jealous of Fabio being able to copulate with Matista and wants Matista for himself and has maybe kidnapped her or something. I don't know. Those are my two options at present. Did the police know nothing?
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
Nope. Alright, let's figure this out. This is going to be a big one, isn't it? It's going to encompass all 3 rooms. Okay, we'll start with... Oh god, I don't even know where to start. If I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. The door, I suppose. Wouldn't it be the lock? Yeah. But wait, why do I have... Who's... Fabio? You saying that Fabio locked it? There we go. That makes more sense. I mean, did he fight back? Yeah, that seems good. No, the bottle was over there. I'm thinking that. The bottle was in this room. Yeah, that does work. I mean, it doesn't... He wasn't passed out because he... Oh, I don't know. Because he was conscious enough to be clenching the cloth. So I don't know about this part here. I don't know. I mean, the handprint makes sense. And this would be the bottle. Yeah, that. And that looks about right. Wait, no, not Fabio. Other person. Yep. And not Fabio, other person. Changed his clothes. Okay, that's what I've got. I probably have some bits wrong.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
So what parts do I have wrong? Maybe Fabio was the one to close the door, to lock the door. You never know.
You're not even trying,
Yeah.
Sherry. Concentrate.
I don't know. Because it has to be a stab here because that's where we found the knife. And I feel like it has to be him cutting with the bottle here because the bottle was here. Maybe he was dragged. There we go.
The bottle was used as a weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge. Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door. The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood. The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Are you all right? You're on the floor, not moving.
I think
Don't judge,
I know what
sir.
happened here.
It's just the way I work, alright? The murder cleaned their self. Do you mean themself? Their self seems weird. Okay, you have no use for anything. The murderer had a key to the altar room. The murderer was in possession of a key to the altar room and locked the door. Fabio was killed in a ritual murder. The ritual was a cover. See, I still don't know which one it is. I mean, it could be a ritual murder because of the occult symbols done afterwards. But I kind of feel like it was staged at the end of the day. We'll leave that for now. It is clear the murderer had a key. If I find out who had a key to the altar room, I'll shrink the circle of suspects. Yes, that is true. Who do you want me to talk to about this? I mean...
I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight. We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all. The murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar room?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
I don't know who he
Where
is.
can I find
Yeah.
him?
Most likely in the main hall,
Here we go.
entertaining his guests. He has a mask with golden stars.
Golden
You can't
stars,
miss
you
him.
say?
But please
Okay.
be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry.
Wait, I wasn't done with you. I wasn't done with you. Mask with golden stars and still nervous after the discovery of the body. Right. Peace out.
Sherlock, don't forget to find the information I need before the
I
guests
don't
leave.
know where your last piece of information is, so go shove it, John. Alright. Gold stars, gold stars. What do gold stars even look like in the context of masks? Gold stars. Yes, you're going to get very dizzy from the way I'm moving the camera, but I'm trying to see people's masks. Oh, that's gold stars. Hello, are you nervous? No. What about this one over here? There was another green one over here. Not you, him. Nope. Not him. Oh, this dude literally doing absolutely nothing. That'd be him. Tense and brittle. Yep, that's the one.
Kurt Manchios, I presume. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you must be the one Werner told me about. What a sweet voice you have. It must belong to a handsome young man. Can I call you Sherlock?
Well, I don't know what else you're going to call
As
me.
you wish, Mr. Manchios. Mr. Vogel asked me to help you.
Are we not going to go to a separate
Body in the
room? Are
altar
we just
room
going to have this
requires
discussion right
answers,
here?
And quickly, I suspect the murderer to still be here.
What? Lower your voice.
That's what I said.
Don't want anyone to hear us.
What about Fabio?
Did you know Fabio well?
People are starting to look at us, Sherlock. Change the subject. I can't believe what happened to him. To me. Such an atrocity.
Why don't you just start
Think
whispering?
What it means for me. A wonderful evening for so many good, influential, and rich people has been ruined. I have betrayed all my promises of exotic delights.
I don't understand. Surely a murder would affect your reputation to a greater extent.
Please, isn't this why you are here? I thought you were a silent magician. Do your tricks and make it go away.
Okay, but who had access?
I need to find all those who had the key to the altar room. As far as I know, Mr. Vogel, Fabio, and you had access to it. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Who's Santos?
Also, Matista and Santos.
Santos. Who is that?
Santos Pinchetti, my major domo. In his opinion, at least.
Where can I find the pair of them?
I'd like to speak to Mr. Pinchetti and Matista. Do you have somewhere I might have a private conversation with them?
Of course, of course. Let me think. Matista is entertaining the guests somewhere, and Santos... Oh, yes. He will be busy with the servants. Or the cook. What's that noise?
What
What's going on?
the hell?
Praise filth. You're under arrest.
Me? The hell is happening? How can I solve a crime if you're just going to just jump in like this? The hell? What is happening right now? It looks like you're killing people. Someone just got kidnapped. Arrested. Take a pic. What? Is this really the police? People pretend to be the police. Why is he standing on top of a table? And why are people just getting struck for no reason? Why am I getting arrested? I'm so confused. Well, I've got the substance on me. Thanks for that, Vogel.